Yeah, 6 a.m., 6 p.m.
It opens at 6 a.m. and closes at 6 p.m. at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment. And I know we're getting a lot of flack over this, but we're trying to keep the bathrooms intact enough from people writing on the walls and tearing up stuff. Actually pulling the locks off the doors. I think we changed locks twice already. Yeah, from people prying them off with pry bars and stuff. So that's our main problem. When we lock them, they tear them up. When we don't lock them, they go in and tear up the bathroom. So I'm on the err to the side of locking them. A lock is a whole lot cheaper than trying to replace a wall or a floor or something else. So that's where we're at on that. Any further discussion on it? Anybody? Mr. Pownall?
With the tourist season picking up, would we be better off to open a little bit later and keep them open a little bit longer? Has that been discussed? Versus 6 to 6?
It'll probably come up next department head meeting, next Tuesday morning. Since we are gradually moving into our season. We didn't think we'd have this much vandalism, but it's just getting stupid. Yes, ma'am.
Could we ask that Public Works keep us informed on a more regular basis?
Sure. Now
About
this will be under my office when we do the
Okay.
applications.
Okay.
I'm hiring the guy,
Oh, okay.
so it'll be under my. That way I can keep track of it and make reports to you guys.
But
Yes.
Since you said that, is that another contract labor versus a city employee?
Well, I think right now we're going to pay them $8 an hour. At city employee, yes. But this is what they've been asking for, and so we're going to get it for them. Yes, sir.
You may not know, but have we always had a problem with the vandalism? I mean, I know we
Yes, sir.
have, but has it always been this
And it
bad?
seems to be getting worse.
Getting worse.
And because I don't know all the details, but I know some of the details, it's either they're breaking in and tearing it up or breaking in and living in it, especially during our past cold weather. Now, as the weather changes, there's still no guarantee they won't be couched out in there somewhere on the floor, which is
Can we
really
just put a note up there? That's where we're going to keep the pit bulls.
We can talk about that at the workshop. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So with that's what we got on the bathroom maintenance right now. So if anybody else got anything to discuss, and we can move on. Okay. Thank you. And we'll keep you updated on our progress and what we come up with. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Last is discussion of budget amendments. Ms. Ballance, Mr. Pownall.
Move to discuss.
Second.
Made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Discussion's open.
I would like for us to think about the gentleman from the cemetery, the sexton's request. I think we need to take that under serious consideration. I had a chance to talk with him a little bit, and he indicated to me that there are 42 acres out there, which I was unaware of, that it was
It's
that
huge.
large.
It is
It is.
huge.
And that he said that, generally speaking, mowers are replaced around 1,000 hours, and they have like 2,200 hours on them right now. So probably we need to really have a look at that. For the sake of expediency, perhaps we'll add. Perhaps when we're done talking about all this, we'll postpone so we can talk about next time and kind of have an idea
An
how we can
agenda
help those
setting.
people,
Yeah,
and maybe even consider giving them a bit of a. Does cemetery have any kind of a budget?
Just some plot sales is what I understand.
Okay, well,
I know there's some issues about them and the Silent City issues, but that's between those two.
Well,
folks
maybe
now.
we can kind of think about this in the interim and talk about it next time, how we can help them do their job more easily. Give them a little bit of budget to work with.
Okay.
So I'll move past that now. I'm just
Can I
talking out
interject
loud.
a note there real quick?
Certainly.
Okay. When this issue came up, I think Mr. Blair, our city mechanic, went out to and looked at the mower. He said he could fix it, repair it for less than $1,000. Now, that's from a mechanic who works on diesel engines, because I think it's a Suzu or a Kubota or some small diesel engine. So we could have him go back and look at it again, assess it, give us the information, bring it back to y'all.
It'd be great if something like that would work.
I mean,
But we do need to.
$1,000 versus, what was it?
10 or 13.
12,000?
Yeah. So I was just bringing that up so we can think
Okay.
about it, maybe
Okay.
talk about it again. But the other thing I want to talk about regarding budget amendments is I'm aware that our city clerk treasurer has antiquated equipment. Her computer is quite old. There are some other things that probably would help her do her job better. And I'm aware right now that anytime if she wants to buy a pen, she has to go ask for it. If she wants to buy a thumb drive to help her be able to do her job better and move around information, she has to go ask for it. So I think it might be a good idea to figure out how we can give the clerk a bit of a budget so that she would be able to purchase some of the things she needs. New equipment. I'm sure there are other things that perhaps the clerk needs. And she is an elected official. I feel like she should be able to be trusted to have at least a little bit of a budget to purchase what she needs for her office to make her job run smoothly.
Mr. DeVito, you had your hand up?
Yeah, we're a couple months out from mid-year budget review, and I think that'd be appropriate time to see where the city is financially and speak about any changes in appropriations and tweak the budget accordingly.
Okay. Mr. Pownall?
I recuse myself on any discussion regarding the cemetery. However, I would propose, and it was dealt with great success, blow my own horn, in the Air Force budgetary process, that we possibly recommend, Mr. Mayor, that even the department, down to the department heads, possibly start tabulating what we referred to as an unfunded budget list, and then determine at your discretion with the department heads a priority as funds may become available, and then those could be addressed to the council and workshops of status of being able to fund them based on, well, we've cut some corners here, we've saved $3,000, we might be able to buy a new computer, or we might be able to take item number 3 and move 4 and 5 up. It's just a process that works well as long as you plan a little bit.
Okay.
And have a list of things that you really need to buy, but you don't have the money for it.
Okay. Mr. Weaver, is that doable?
You could have a list, yeah.
Okay. All right. It's just a list.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
All
not-
right. For now.
you're not approving it.
Okay. All right. Okay. That is definitely a can-do situation. Any further on this matter? Ms. Ballance?
Would it be appropriate to postpone this, put it in our little tickler file, postpone this, so you bring it up again when we're talking about the mid-year budget?
Yes, ma'am. You brought it forth. You can table it or
I
postpone
would
it.
like to postpone it
Okay.
to when we're talking about the mid-year budget.
Okay. Motion. Second. Motion made and second to postpone till mid-year budget. All right. Postponed.
Aye.
Okay. I believe that covers everything. Did we skip anything? I don't think we did. Yeah. Okay. Now, on agenda setting, what I'd like to do, folks, is last time we added a whole bunch of stuff on the agenda approval, which kind of got us clogged up a little bit. So if we can keep everything to the agenda setting, I think that'd keep everything more in line. That makes sense to y'all, because I think that's why we had to postpone a lot of stuff
Unless
tonight.
it's an emergency or something.
Well-
Because last meeting you added the budget approval, the budget reconciliation, or what, wasn't it? So, unless it's an emergency. I'm cool with that, unless it's an
I
emergency.
don't know. I don't remember that one, but okay.
Well,
Yes,
wait
sir.
a second. I'll look it
Yes.
up.
I think if we just are reasonable about it, I think, if there's something that's been brought to our attention between meetings that I think it deserves a shot to go on the agenda, but if there's things that we've been contacted about, I know I have some stuff that's been on my plate for the last 2 meetings, and we haven't even really had a shot
Okay.
at adding them to an agenda setting time.
Now's your shot. Well, okay, let's go on the agenda setting part of this.
Aren't there 3 opportunities at this point, and you're just saying, please don't do it when we're getting ready to have the meeting? You're not cutting off the opportunity to add things between today and...
No. I'm just saying,
Right?
instead of adding on the approval of the agenda, unless it's something that needs, we'd vote on addressing it. Like, okay, just for the yellow bag thing. We could have moved that to the agenda setting as opposed to bring it up here in parks. I mean, in the approval of the agenda, like we did. Is that correct? Didn't that's where we put it in last time? Yeah.
No, but we did put the cleanup ordinance on the agenda last time during the approval of the agenda.
Yeah, that takes a little more precedence, I think, over than the yellow bags and, yeah.
Maybe.
Okay,
Maybe not.
we'll work on it. Okay, it's a work in progress.
Sure.
Okay, so we're in the agenda setting part. Motion to open.
Move to discuss, add.
Yes, sir. Go right ahead.
Second?
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. I don't think I heard everybody say so.
Aye.
Come on, Doc, stay with us.
I'm gonna go home.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
I want to add them now so Mr. DeVito won't get mad at me for trying to add them at the next meeting. I've had a request to have a discussion about better control of yard sales following the code. I'm just bringing what the citizens are asking about. Secondly, discussion of
Second.
Go ahead.
discussion of CUP on the, can I say it?
Conditional use permits?
Conditional use permit that needs to be addressed on the cell tower.
Can we address that now? I mean, or is that still in litigation?
As far as I'm aware, it's still pending elsewhere, but
I guess we'll
What was
find
that
out.
answer? It is still in litigation?
as far as I'm aware, it's still being looked at the other level.
This has been dealt with in court, and this is just from the FAA or FCC. I'm flying airplanes now.
Can we just discuss it?
Yes, sir.
I'd be amenable to discussing it as the time limit runs out on the
Okay.
CUP, but not before that.
With a time limit?
Well, there is a time limit on
Yeah.
CUPs if they're not
Yeah.
fulfilled.
It's under
Okay.
litigation.
Anything else? Mr. Sano?
And it may be able to be answered real quick, like going through the code, I just recently noticed that for the first time in quite a few times, that as ordinances are passed, they're being put into the code, which is great as long as we know about it. Could we get a heads up whenever those get put into the code so we aren't working with an old code and then going back trying to find ordinances, and then whenever you go to the code online, you find out that it's more up to date than the one that we're sitting with?
The pattern has been to send them twice a year.
The pattern I've seen in the last 3 months has been that they're going right into the code book, and before they were forever in limbo until they got codified. I just thought, it's no matter. It's just that whenever they get put into the code book, could we get a heads up of which ordinances have been codified, so we can go back and update our code books? 'Cause I had to replace about 23 pages with new codes, that ordinances that had been put in, which was surprising that we were being so efficient in the clerk's office. Thank you very much for your help.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. There are two processes. But I'm glad you're happy.
Look into how it's done, and just long, because if you go to that whole list of ordinances, half of them are already in the new code, yet they haven't been in the past.
Anything else?
So,
Ms. Ballance?
I've had some citizens ask me to add fluoride to our next agenda. Hey, keep down on that tooth decay.
Can you elaborate a little bit?
Yeah, yes, a brief explanation is
No, I mean just the fluoride for what?
fluoride in the water
No, I
supply.
understand that. So you want us to vote on not having fluoride?
Well, I guess we need to talk about it.
it's an agenda setting.
Mr. Mayor?
Okay. Yes, it's agenda setting, that's all this is.
It's a state law. We can't supersede state law. I mean, we're bound by what the state puts down. I mean, we can discuss fluoride till the cows come home, but it's not going to make any difference.
Well, this is agenda setting, so I'm asking to discuss it. If you don't want to discuss it, you don't have to.
Okay, we can.
You need a second if you're going to put it on the agenda.
Second on the agenda? Okay.
So we just have two things, right?
Yard sales, CUP on the tower, ordinances
No,
in the
CUP.
code book.
No.
No?
CUP.
CUP got canned.
Okay. So fluoride and ordinances, the code and yard sales is what I got. That's 3.
Request for better control of yard sales and discussion of fluoride.
I thought you asked about the ordinances into the code book.
Well, that was just a...
Okay, she addressed that to your satisfaction?
Yeah. as long
Okay.
as it continues.
Okay, good.
I'd like to know why the discussion of the CUP got for lack of interest or...
She said it was taken off. But did we vote on that one?
There was no second.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Hopefully we'll have the workshop some new information to bring forward for additions to the ordinance for animals, for dog control,
Okay.
at least to discuss.
Okay. Okay, discuss changes in the animal ordinance.
And your second was,
It'd just be a carry forward of unfinished business. We don't even need it on the agenda.
Okay. Is there a second on Ms. Alexander's?
Second.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, if not, then we're moving to council comments. Doc?
No.
I know you want to go home. Okay, Ms. Balance?
I'd like to thank everyone who calls to tell me things. Whether I agree with them or not, I appreciate the input. I'd also like to thank the people who are here to protect me tonight. Thank you. That's all.
Okay. Mr. DeVito?
Have a happy Easter.
Good. Mr. Berry?
I hope you had a happy birthday. And sorry.
Yeah, worked all day, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what.
But thank you anyway.
That's why we pay you the big bucks.
Yeah.
Work on your birthday.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, where have I heard that before? Okay. Ms. Alexander?
Good meeting. Thank you all.
Mr. Pownall?
I'd just like to thank everybody for their calls, even though it might affect my incoming AT&T bill, because I really do appreciate the comments, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. That's how we make decisions at this table. I think this is one of the best meetings we've had, and probably one of the first emergency clause, sole bidding, no bidding ordinances that this table has passed since I've been coming to council meetings. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. All right, my turn. You guys rocked tonight. You really did.
You too.
You rocked tonight. The endless thing knocked it out of the park. I'm really proud of you guys. Really. Get a little teared up here.
It's usually what's like Reese done.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, everybody worked on this thing hard. You guys come to the workshops, Reese, the fire department guys, everybody. So this was the greatest thing we've done for a while. Another comment I'd like to make is I'd like to see a lot more of these meetings go like this one as smoothly and as early as it went. We still can tweak a few things, I think. I'll try to get better at my end. If you guys work on yours, we'll make it a cooperative effort. Like I said, we are under some severe thunderstorm warnings for the next 6 days, so we'll keep an eye on our lake out here. Now that we've got new ambulances coming, I feel a whole lot better. I know it's going to be a while, but it's just the fact that we did it. It's in the process. It's going to happen. You make a lot of people happy that's watching right now. Their confidence level went like 1,000% up. Okay. That's all I got from my end of it. I'm just kind of reeling here that it went as great as it did. Nothing like it did the last time, which I hope never happens again. Which is up to us. Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to make a comment too.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm thrilled at the willingness to communicate at this table tonight. From all quarters, to all quarters, without the gouging and the sniping, and thank you all. It's been a pleasure.
Is this a new updated list?
Sign up for Nixle.
Okay. Mr. Pownall?
Move to adjourn.
We got a few more
You
things.
said you were done.
Well, I'm done with my part of it. Now, there are some community events here I need to. I was given a note, sign up for Nixle, everybody. So you'll get the alerts from the police department when we put them in on severe weather and the nasty. So sign up for Nixle. If you have any questions, call the PD out there and they will give you directions on how to do so. I'm sure you can go online and do it. Okay, that one's out of the way. Here is another one called Run as Fast as You Can, which is a event sponsored by the Fraternal Order of Police, Eureka Springs, which is a fun run at the middle school track on Saturday, April the 30th, starting at 10 a.m. and going until everybody's just run plumb smooth out. It's a great event. It's a fundraiser for the Eureka Springs special needs kids as opposed to the Special Olympics. We're going to keep it all at the house this time. All right, that's that one. And also, April the 22nd is Happy Earth Day. Sometimes we wonder. And we'll know more by Monday or Tuesday. April the 23rd, Happy Easter. And I do hope everybody that celebrates Easter has a great one. April 23rd, Easter Bells Parade from 12 to 1 p.m. I'm assuming that's where the ladies are going to dress up in their very, very fancy clothes and parade down the street if they're not. Huh? Oh, White Street. Okay. I did not know that. And hopefully they won't have to do it in the rain. April the 28th through the 29th in 1954. Okay, Diane, help me out here. Living with the bomb?
It's a play that's put on by the
Okay.
Eureka Spring High School in the auditorium.
Okay, in the auditorium. Still trying to decipher my assistant's handwriting sometimes. I'm getting better at it. April the 30th, second annual Carol Helms Memorial Run Walk for Ovarian Cancer. That'll be a very good cause if anybody wants to participate in that one. May the 1st, kickoff of May Festival of Fine Arts, the Grand Illumination, 7 p.m. in Basin Park. All May free concert at Basin Park. And May the 1st is the Art of Fine Dining presented by the Cottage Inn Restaurant. May the 1st upstairs downtown tour and tasting. That's all I've got, guys. I'd accept a motion to adjourn. Made and seconded. All in favor say aye. Aye, aye, aye. Thank you. You guys did a great job.